And talking to us now on the line is Kun Manoon Siriwan, an energy expert, to be talking to us about the increase in NGV price by the government. สวัสดีครับ Kun Manoon.
ครับสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Yes, Kun Manoon, with the recent news that the government will be increasing the NGV price by 6 baht per kilogram, a lot of people, especially the operators of taxis, buses, and trucks, are complaining that this is not really a fair deal for them, as they will have to show their higher costs. So, what is your take on this matter?
I don't know what is the fair deal in the definition of the operator.
Okay.
But I think that right now the structure of the LPG price and NGV price in Thailand is distorted. Was distorted for such a long time,
Yes.
because we maintain the price of NGV at this price for almost 7 years, I think. And at the beginning of the NGV introduction, at that time, the government told the people that it's just the experimental period for this price.
Right.
Because everybody know that the price at 850 baht per kilogram is the lower than the cost of the PTT. So the government at that time allowed the PTT to increase the price at about 50% of diesel price. But it has not been increased for almost 7 years. So for the time being, the PTT cannot increase the price and have to bear the cost for almost 7 years. And the government used the oil fuel fund to subsidize the price for 2 baht per kilogram.
But that also is not enough.
Yeah, this is unfair for the gasoline user, because the oil fund collect the money from the gasoline user to subsidy for the NGV user. That is the cross subsidy that I don't think is the fair treatment for the gasoline user. So I think that it's about time that we have to restructure the structure of the energy in Thailand in order to reflect the actual cost of the LPG and NGV.
Yes.
So we should not postpone it anymore.
Kun Manoon, do you view this as realistic though, increasing this at one time?
No, I don't think we should increase it in one time. And according to the government announcement, I think that the government gradually increased month by month, altogether 12 months consecutive, and about 15 cents per kilo for 12 months consecutively. So it's almost altogether is 6 baht per kilogram. Which I think that the operator or the taxi driver or the entrepreneur of the logistics should be adapt themselves within 1 year. And I think that the announcement of the price adjustment has already been discussed for such a long time. So I don't think that this is something that all the entrepreneurs did not prepare themselves for this.
Okay, Kun Manoon, what do you think is the reason behind this price increase? Why is the government doing this?
The reason behind the price increase is because government don't want to subsidy for the price of the LPG and NGV anymore, because during the past, the government used the oil fuel fund to subsidy for the LPG and NGV. But right now, the oil fund don't have any money flowing anymore. As you know, that the oil fund did not collect the money from the gasoline user or gas oil user anymore, because right now the government did not collect the money from the gasoline user. They reduced the gasoline cost about 7 baht per liter at the beginning of the government come to power.
Right.
So right now the oil fund don't have any income to subsidy the LPG and NGV. So if you continue to subsidy gasoline LPG user or NGV user, then the government have to borrow the money
That's
to
right.
subsidy. That is not the correct way of doing, because it will add the burden to the oil fund, and finally the oil fund have come back to collect the money from the gasoline user again, which I don't think is the good way to do that.
Yeah. Kun Manoon, what do you suggest to be a solution now with protesters being unhappy with this increase and the government planning to increase anyway?
I think the best solution is to sit down and talk together. I think the protesters, they know that the actual cost of the NGV is not 850 baht per kilogram. But I think they think that the government increased the price of NGV too much, and maybe within 1 year is too quick. So I think that the government, PTT, and the protester have to sit down and talk about the solution. And I think that the best way is the government have to find out the solution on how to alleviate the effect that will happen to the protester, but not all the protesters, because I think that the protesters that can help themselves, they have to bear the load, the cost that increase. But all the protesters that cannot help themselves, maybe the taxi driver
Yes.
or the small entrepreneur, that the kind of the people that the government have to look after them and how to take care of them.
Yes. Final question, Kun Manoon. This question has been in the air, and just want to ask you whether the PTT should be delisted from the SET and be privately run.
I don't think that's the solution of the problem, because if the PTT delisted from the set or from the market, security market, I think the situation will be getting worse.
That's not going to benefit anybody.
Yeah, because the PTT will become the government enterprise 100%,
Right.
and will be easily intervened by the politician. And I think that the situation will be getting worse, because it go back to the same era that the politician will influence the PTT. But if PTT is still in the security market, then the PTT have to follow the rule of the market and under the inspection of the regulator and from the shareholder. I think that will be better than delisted PTT from the market.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Kun Manoon, for your perspective on this.